59 Blockchain quotes to know how it changed the world. Blockchain is a decentralized and distributed digital ledger that records data using a peer-to-peer network. It is more secure and futuristic technology. Many companies and startups hire professionals for creating decentralized applications using blockchain technology. Its demand is going to high in future days. Here are some educational blockchain quotes that will help you know about blockchain. Blockchain technology quotes. One, blockchain technology is coming to replace the old, rotten system of governance around the world. Embrace it. Oliwell Daniel. 2. Blockchain technology is a form of digitalized, decentralized public record of all cryptocurrency transactions. Blockchain was designed to record not just financial-related transactions, but virtually everything of value. Oliwell Daniel. 3. Blockchain technology is the perfect solution that will allow the construction of a new global financial system that is open, fair, and accessible for all. Oliwell Daniel. Importance of blockchain quotes. 4. Blockchain is so wide that you cannot know everything. You are just a few moments away from meeting a geek who knows so much than you do. Oliwell Daniel. 5. In a world where public and private ways of living are two options, you have to choose from. Blockchain technology comes in handy in balancing the equation. Oliwell Daniel. 6. The fear of losing the grip of the financial control on the masses won't let the central banks give traditional banks the total freedom to develop and innovate using blockchain technology. But some of those banks will still find a way to circumvent it with time, as a failure not do so will draw customers away from them. Oliwell Daniel. 7. Decentralized finance is the end of civil forfeiture. Gun Fabrianza. 8. To make our world a better place, we need to build products that the corrupt cannot abuse. Bitcoin is the best example of that. Oliwell Daniel. 9. The more you dig deeper into crypto, the more you will discover you know little about so many things in life. Keep learning and never stop. Oliwell Daniel. 10. When it comes to early adoption, invisible technologies are often the hardest for humans to relate with. It takes a lot of time and stories to gain a narrative that becomes viable. This is blockchain technology's problem too. Oliwell Daniel. Future of blockchain quotes. 11. Anything the government hates or ban, invest in it and spend time to understand it better. That could be your missing piece. Bitcoin is a perfect example of such. Oliwell Daniel. 12. Holding a Bitcoin today is like owning a Facebook, Amazon, or Apple stock position in the early 2000s. Blockchain technology has a lot more on offer if you could just adopt it. Oliwell Daniel. 13. Data privacy is an illusion because you are not in control. Any information you don't want out there shouldn't be shared anywhere on and off the internet. Oliwell Daniel. 14. Understanding blockchain makes you go mad unless you start your own cult. Arif Nassim. 15. Governments will buy Bitcoin when it is 10 times more expensive than it is today. Oliwell Daniel. 16. Learn about blockchain instead of going to college. You'll gain a whole lot of valuable information that would change your life. LOL Daniel. (17) Whereas most technologies tend to automate workers on the periphery doing menial tasks, blockchains automate away the center. Instead of putting the taxi driver out of a job, blockchain puts Uber out of a job and lets the taxi drivers work with the customer directly. Vitalik Buterin. 18. Everything will be tokenized and connected by a blockchain one day. Fred Airsum. 19. As I was looking around, to me, what was happening in the blockchain and crypto world was a movement. Brad Garlinghouse. 20. The internet is programmable information. The blockchain is programmable scarcity. Balaji Srinivasan. Power of blockchain quotes. 21. The blockchain cannot be described just as a revolution. It is a tsunami-like phenomenon, slowly advancing and gradually enveloping everything along its way by the force of its progression. William Mugoyar. 22. Blockchain is moving beyond cryptocurrency, and it's worth paying attention, especially since successful prototypes show that blockchain, also known as distributed ledger technology, will be transformative. Julie Sweet. 23. The blockchain does one thing: it replaces third-party trust with mathematical proof that something happened. Adam Draper. 24. Bitcoin is just one example of something that uses a blockchain. Melanie Swan. 25. With the internet and blockchain, everything is changed. It's the future of content. Michael Caputo. 26. Blockchain's a very interesting technology that will have some very profound applications for society over the years to come. Kenneth C. Griffin. 27. When decentralized blockchain protocols start displacing the centralized web services that dominate the current internet, we'll start to see real internet-based sovereignty. The future internet will be decentralized. Olaf Carlson. 28. The blockchain is the financial challenge of our time. It is going to change the way that our financial world operates. Blythe Masters. 29. The interesting thing about blockchain is that it has made it possible for humanity to reach a consensus about a piece of data without having any authority to dictate it. John Tollin. 30. I have no problem with the financial industry inviting the Trojan horse of blockchain technology into their walled garden. Because I know how powerful the technology is. Eric Voorhees. Blockchain quotes on changing the world. 31. The blockchain is going to change everything more than the internet has. Brock Pierce. 32. The main advantage of blockchain technology is supposed to be that it's more secure, but new technologies are generally hard for people to trust, and this paradox can't really be avoided. Vitalik Buterin. 33. The blockchain concept was pioneered within the context of cryptocurrency Bitcoin, but engineers have imagined many other ways for distributed ledger technology to streamline the world. Stock exchanges and big banks, for example, are looking at blockchain-type systems as trading settlement platforms. Anthony Scaramucci. 34. The blockchain symbolizes a shift in power from the centers to the edges of the networks. William Mugoyar. 35. Almost any illiquid asset today lends itself well to moving onto the blockchain and becoming tokenized. It will create a deeper market with improved price discovery and should increase the value of those assets. David O. Sachs. 36. There is an opportunity to recreate the financial world as we know it in the parallel universe that is the blockchain. We are writing rules for this whole new universe. Patrick M. Byrne. 37. The blockchain is a distributed network that solves all the problems that we have of finance, but more broadly, it's like philosophy. It's a way of life. Mike Cernovich. 38. Pretty uniformly, people want the benefits of Bitcoin and the blockchain, near instant transfers, globally available on any internet-connected device, highly secure, and nearly free value transfers. Jeremy Allaire. 39. Blockchain Capital was the first dedicated venture fund to invest in crypto and blockchain. Brock Pierce. Best blockchain quotes. 40. Blockchain technology represents a generational opportunity to mutualize database infrastructure across entities within financial services. What that translates into is an enormous cost-saving, risk-reducing, and capital-enhancing opportunity. Blythe Masters. 41. The revolution of blockchain is not going to happen from outside the system, it's going to happen from within the system. Brad Garlinghouse. 42. Blockchain technology has such a wide range of transformational use cases, from recreating the plumbing of Wall Street to creating financial sovereignty in the farthest regions of the world. Perry M. Boring. 43. Belarus will become the first government in the world that opens wide opportunities for the use of blockchain technology. Alexander Lukashenko. 44. Blockchain is really exciting technology because it's actually providing both transparencies but also agility in a contractual relationship that any organization should have. Jean-Philippe Courtois. 45. The right way to think about the blockchain is that it's going to replace the entire internet. Brock Pierce. 46. Blockchain technology isn't just a more efficient way to settle securities. It will fundamentally change market structures, and maybe even the architecture of the internet itself. Abigail Johnson. 47. Blockchain assets derive value from their usefulness. Bitcoin has value because people value the payment network. BTC is required to use the network, so people demand it. If Bitcoin continues to be useful, it will continue to have value. Nick Tomaino. Blockchain is a game changer quotes. 48. Make no mistake, blockchain will be a game changer, but it is not the answer to every business opportunity or problem. Julie Sweet. 49. Bitcoin is a way to have programmable scarcity. The blockchain is the data structure that records the transfer of scarce objects. Balaji Srinivasan. 50. I think that governments are going to get disrupted by the blockchain. I think in the same way that the internet forced everyone to evolve, the blockchain is going to change the game again. Adam Draper. 51. I'm passionate about blockchain as a whole, decentralized finance as a whole. Spencer Dinwiddie. 52. Blockchain technology, or distributed ledger technology, is just a way of using the modern sciences of encryption to enable entities to share a common infrastructure for database retention. Blythe Masters. 53. The blockchain allows our smart devices to speak to each other better and faster. Melanie Swan. Learning blockchain quotes. 54. Blockchain should be used to address opportunities and problems that lack easier answers. Julie Sweet. 55. I think the whole narrative of blockchain without Bitcoin will amount to very little. Fred Airsum. 56. Blockchain software companies may end up being amalgamated into existing software giants, at which point blockchain patents will just become part of the existing patent war. Vitalik Buterin. 57. You can write anything that you would be able to write on a server and put it onto the blockchain. Instead of JavaScript making calls to the server, you would be making calls to the blockchain. Vitalik Buterin. 58. If you think about any multi-party process where shared information is necessary to the completion of transactions, and the coordination of activity and the exchange of value, that's where blockchain technology can be put to good use. Blythe Masters. 59. On the blockchain, you have a public ledger, which is the form of ownership. That means you are not doing net settlement, just netting everything down, which means that everything has been turned into fungible numbers. Patrick M. Byrne. I hope you liked the above blockchain quote. Can read our other quotes.